No more collecting from me. Stay tuned to find out why.
Get those wonderful toys.
So, just like I mentioned before, I am not going to be placing any more pre-orders for the entirety of 2024.
What?
Now don't get it confused, guys. I'm not going to be ordering any kind of large scales or super expensive statues for the entirety of 2024. So that includes obviously 1/4 scales and 1/3 scales. And that's not to say that everything is off the table. Quick example, small scale statues are like the Kotobukiyas, Bishojus. Definitely still collect those, or anything small scale, kind of inexpensive. But there's a reason behind that. One of those reasons is because yes, statues do come out on a regular basis and you see them, you want them, you order it, and the process continues to repeat. The thing is, we always have it in our mind, or I guess we can say we've been kind of conditioned or brainwashed to believe that the statue you see now is the shit, get it while you can, because who knows if you're ever gonna be able to get it again. Now I think that's total bullshit, because as we can see, the progression of statues is always getting better and better and better. Sure, we may not like a statue when it comes out, but that's not to say another one isn't going to come out that meets our expectations. So that's reason number one. Let 2024 pass, that way the next breed of statues coming out in the following years are going to be that much better. Next reason why I'm not going to be ordering statues, guys, is because the freaking price is getting way out of hand. Now, I'm a collector, and again, this is not me saying I'm done with collecting. It's just me having to be more selective, more picky, which is good, but which is bad. Obviously, it's good because you're really filtering everything out on what you don't really want versus something you kind of want, you kind of like. You're going to pull the trigger because it's affordable, not as expensive, versus now like, hey, I don't have that luxury anymore. So what I'm hoping that this does is causes people to have a very selective collection, and a collection that really represents that individual. But at the same time, it sucks because versus prior, we used to be able to get more stuff, more affordable, and it was great. I mean, good example is, look at these 3 Mortal Kombat statues right here. Right, I bought the Kitana and the Mileena pretty much at the same time, and if I remember correctly, they were about 700 total each before the shipping, taxes, and all that. Jade, which is the exact same scale, pretty much the same design, obviously a little bit different. I think she was 12. So you can see, if I'm right, which I think that I am, it's a $500 increase for pretty much the exact same statue. And the time frame between these two and Jade has not been that much, guys. So you're telling me in a couple of years, prices have gone up that much? Nah. It's really disheartening, you know what I mean? But one thing that I've learned is that no matter how much the prices of anything, really anything, goes up, as long as people continue to buy it, they will keep it at that price, if not keep jacking it up. So bitch and complain all you want, guys. As long as you're still buying, you're contributing to the problem. Hey, I was in there too, which is a big reason why I'm not going to be contributing to that damn problem next year. I would encourage you to do the same. Hey, screw it, boycott this shit. Say no to ordering statues for a whole year. What do you got to lose? They're gonna pump out better shit the following year. And if we all say no now, guess what? It's gonna be cheaper, guys. We're gonna be able to get more stuff. And actions speak louder than words. So that's gonna be my action. Obviously, 2024 ain't buying shit. There is one statue though. I don't want to say what it is, who it is, or the character. If you know me, guys, you know who I like, what I like, the companies that I like. This character has not been announced yet as far as the making of the statue of the character. Now, based on what I've seen before from the company that produces, who I think will produce this character, more than likely, if they make this character, it's gonna be in a set. Now, that's gonna be the only statue, if it even comes to fruition, guys. I'll order that one. That's the only one that I'm gonna get next year, this year. Only one that I'm gonna pull the trigger on. But as far as everything else, not doing it. But more than likely, like I said, this statue hasn't even been announced. There's no works about it being talked about, nothing. So, you know, this is just me kind of brainstorming, thinking, predicting, hoping, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But if it does, again, I don't wanna say anything who I'm referring to. Those of you who know me probably know who I'm referring to though. But I'll just let that be. Again, guys, main reason why I'm not getting any more statues because I don't want to contribute to the continued issue of rising prices. Again, bitch and complain about it all you want. As long as you keep buying, you are contributing to the problem. So say fuck you to those high prices. That's what I'm doing. All right, next reason, guys, why am I not going to be collecting any more statues for 2024? Well, I got other interests, guys, honestly. There's other things that I'm interested in, and if my funds are tied up with statues, that doesn't free up any funds for other things that I'm interested in. Just let you know, guys, without spoiling anything for what I'm planning to do as far as a new series goes for the channel, things that I'm interested in to pursue elsewhere are going on vacation, and cars. Okay, those are two things that I can freely express with you because I don't. There's other stuff, but it has to do with the channel, and I don't want to spoil that for you. So, again, you'll be seeing that pretty shortly. Honestly, if the funds are tied up with this, they're not going to be available for that. So, again, that's another reason why I want to hit the brakes with statue collecting. Again, just the big major ones. I mean, obviously the quarter scales and 1/3 scales are really expensive ones. You know, pump the brakes on that. All right, guys. So as you can see, and you saw my room tour, room's full. I got lots of statues. It's to the point, guys, it's been like this for a couple of years already where I've gotten statues and they've just sat in the garage in a box for years, sometimes longer, before I actually even opened them. So I no longer want to do that because in my subconscious, guys, it's like I see a statue, I want it, I order it, but in the back of my mind, I'm already thinking, let's be real, dude. Once you get it, it's gonna go in the garage, it's gonna sit there, and who knows when you're gonna freaking get that out. Interesting topic for a video, guys. Dizzy, right here. Yeah, I'm saving that one for the gathering because, you know, horror related, somewhat kind of. I think it's appropriate for the gathering in October. Wait for that video. There's a story behind this statue I still have not shared with anybody. But it relates to that whole getting the statue in and having it sit for God knows how long before you actually unbox it. And there's a story that goes on with this, but I'll save that for later. But that's one thing I want to eliminate, guys. You know me, I've mentioned before, I don't sell any of my statues, but I don't have room for all of them. So I have kind of a rotation method going where, you know, we box a statue, we put another one in, we box one, we put another one in. And, you know, I feel that it doesn't contribute to any kind of regret, which is my next topic. So seller's regret. I've never experienced that, guys, but I see that way too much. There's a common theme in the community saying the collection should fund itself. I'll go into details about that in another video, but basically what that says is you can get new statues by just selling your old statues. Okay. I'm not a person that does that, and again, I'll explain that in another video. But I see it too many times, guys, where people do that, and then they're bitching, crying, moaning, complaining about selling the statue, and they're regretting it. So what do they end up doing? Buying it back for more than what they paid for, which is fucking stupid in my opinion. You should have just held on to it, bought that other statue you wanted, and you would have had them both, dude. That's just my opinion. I mean, say whatever you want. That's just my opinion. It's your stuff. It's your money. Deal with it however you want. But to me, it makes no damn sense to sell something to get something else and then eventually get it back. Stupid. Stupid. Why are you doing that? That's just me. He's in the business of buying and selling stuff. He says the issue isn't able to get stuff, it's selling stuff. So one statue that I've had on display for a long time, she's right here, the Poison Ivy, right? Apparently that sells for crazy amounts in the aftermarket. I don't really care about that stuff, guys, because I don't sell my statues. But I paid, probably with shipping and tag and all that, I ordered directly, so I didn't pay aftermarket. It was for one owner, that statue. Came out to about $900. Now, what I'm understanding that it's asking for $2,000 plus in the aftermarket, which is fine. I mean, if you want to kind of see it that way as an investment, I don't. The way I see it is like, okay, it costed me $900, $1,000, $1,500, $400, whatever. I could throw that money in a friggin' investment and have it sit there for years, making way more money, guys. So again, pretty boring reason. I know it doesn't really relate to kind of the statue collecting community, world, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I mean, my money can be used elsewhere. I can make my money make more money versus just spending it on stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, you know, we want to have our fun, but my whole thing is like, hey, if you can throw a freaking grand in an investment every month versus, you know, whatever statues you have here, you know how much money you would have at the end of the year, 4 years, 10, etc. You have a freaking shitload of money, man. You buy anything the hell you want after when it's all said and done. So another reason why, just want to spend my money elsewhere. So yeah, that's the reason, guys, why I am not gonna collect any large scale statues, expensive statues in 2024. Again, I'm still gonna be able to buy small scale stuff, more affordable stuff. Still in the game, still real in the game. But as far as expensive statues, nah. You know my reasons. Quick recap: cost, other interest, investing, the price of these damn things going up. I don't want to contribute to the rising costs because I'm tired of guys of hearing people always bitch and complain about it, but yet they still contribute to it. You know what I'm saying? And it's always been my philosophy. It's, you know, people will always bitch and complain about having to spend more money on things they need, but they have no problems on stuff that they want. Now, it's kind of funny because people are complaining about this stuff that they want, but you're still spending the money on it. Figures don't lie, guys. These companies are not going bankrupt. They're not trying to liquidate. We're keeping them in business, right? Me, you, all of us. We're keeping them in business. And again, as long as we keep buying, they're gonna keep raising the prices. So quit your bitching and do something about it. That's just my take on it. Again, guys, I'm not trying to attack anybody personally. You do what you want. This is just my take about it. I'm not gonna be here kissing anybody's ass. I just wanna give you my honest feedback, my raw feedback. And, you know, I'm not here to sugarcoat shit, really. But that's it, guys. I mean, now you know why I'm not collecting in 2024. I still got stuff coming in later on this year from orders from last year. And, but again, nothing gonna be ordered for 2024. But let me know what you guys think about everything that I just mentioned, guys. Give me your feedback, please. If you don't agree with me, let me know. I don't hold any punches back. Please don't hold any punches back with me. Let's have a real, hard, honest discussion about this stuff. Maybe you agree with me, maybe you don't, I don't know. But I think it's time that we just be real with each other. Honestly, we live in a world that values lies and hates truth. If that's the case, you're looking at the most hated then. But leave your comments down below. Hit the like button if you like this video, or at least respect it. Okay. Subscribe if you haven't, guys. It doesn't cost you a dime, but it helps me out tremendously. But as always, collect what makes you happy. Later, guys.